Alright, welcome back everybody. So today we're bringing in a very overgeared fighter into the Goblin Caves. And in today's video, we befriend a ranger, and then have a little bit of blue on blue contact. That's to say things didn't exactly go how I wanted to with this ranger. That's on me, and we'll see how that plays out. So, from the get-go, I got a pretty solid spawn. I can handle this room pretty well, but I frequently run into other players straight out the gate here. So, I'm trying to down the most dangerous threat, which is that Goblin Mage. But then, that's whenever I heard stuff to my left. Through this door, sounds like somebody has a bow. It's a ranger. And coming to this door, we already know where he is, and we put down that barrel. He hits us with a double crouch, and instant friends. That easy. So together, we take out pretty much this entire room. I watch his back, he watches mine, and we both come up the other side pretty well. There's a lot of loot in this room, and we have a decent amount of time to loot the whole thing. Because there's two of us, we can kill everything pretty quick. We have a lot of time to loot it. The only downside is we have to split the loot. Not such a big loss, because there's plenty of it. And we'll see how that plays out here in just a second. But right now, got this one last goblin. And that was my kill. I caught that goblin. So there we go. He and I are friendly, and we can now loot the room. The ground item's pretty bad, but the lion's head is open. So we're going to pop that open, and inside we find some pretty cool stuff. An okay-ish dagger, a windless crossbow, and a pretty solid bardiche. So here I am trying to give him the windless crossbow, because I'm taking the bardiche. And we're both very happy to find something that cool. And he's going to put that thing to some use in just a little bit. But that's also where the problem is going to start. So he loots some more chests, and I'm about to break open these boxes. There's a lot of good loot in these boxes. It's very all over the board. Here you can see we got 4 items, and one is just simply kind of usable. But here, in this last box, we're going to find 2 really cool items. A purple hat, an exquisite collectible. So I'm rushing over to give this hat to my new friend. I'm trying to buy his trust. Because by this point, I noticed that Big Barb has 3 kills, and I'm very worried about that. So we give him the hat, and we do our happy dance. And we're good friends. I'm hoping that he doesn't backstab me and he just kind of helps me out here. And I don't know how his story ended up, but we'll get to that in just a second, because this next part is where things get really weird. I'm asking him to wait here, and we see the barbarian. Now, I thought that was Big Barb. And with that shot, I'm not actually sure if I hit him. But I want to put him down. I don't trust barbarians. So I take a few pot shots. I'm making sure that we're both on the same page and where he is. And I'm only mostly sure that I know where he is. I heard him drink that potion. And we have our ranger going up the other side. Now, we also hear that cave troll. Whatever the cave troll's doing down there, couldn't tell you. But right about here is where the problem starts, okay? So I'm looting this, and then I see somebody with a crossbow, and I thought that my ranger had just been killed. So I didn't realize this was my ranger. I thought that was the guy that just killed my ranger. And so here I am chasing him, fully intent on killing him. And it doesn't click to me that that is a friendly user. So, I'm very glad that Sormur here took out Valhalla Viking, and I definitely feel bad that you aren't getting any of this loot. It kind of is what it is there. Nothing much I can do about it. But at no point do I see him die, and I'll call that a win. I didn't check that sword on him, but at this point, I'm just gonna hope that Sormur gets out of the dungeon, and he gets to keep that hat and crossbow. And Sormur, if you're watching this, I'm very sorry that I shot you. I thought that the other guy killed you. So, we're gonna keep pushing. We're gonna come around this corner here, and I'm still worried about Big Barb. Barbarians scare me, and he got 3 kills. He's here to fight, and likely is putting out a lot of damage. But right now, I have to deal with this. I'm sure I'll have a picture somewhere or something about my sword. My sword is a gold tier item. It's epic or legendary or whatever community has decided the name of that is going to be. So I'm putting out probably over 100 damage on my first hit, scaling up pretty high, and then fortunately I find the one escape portal that's up. Sormur, you're still out there somewhere. And now, here, I think I could have found Sormur again. I did not check that shield, and I still wish I would have. I hear those footsteps, and that might have been Sormur. Big Barb is still out there. That could be Sormur stomping around somewhere. He could be getting an escape, and I'm not willing to risk it with all this loot. So I take my exit, and at the time, I didn't know if my guy was still around. And then here we find Big Barb, and he is big. That is a dangerous weapon, and he would have been the guy that I ran into. So we take our escape, and we found about 167 gold worth of items. So that's a pretty big win for me. I thought for a second to try to flip this Bardiche for a little bit of extra money, but I didn't. It's not crazy good, it's just pretty solid. So I give him that pretty quick. I take the 167 for selling all the stuff and move on with it. And that was a pretty quick, smooth run, except for that blue on blue. Sormur, if you're watching this, I'm very sorry. That's on me. Maybe next playtest I can make it up to you, but for now, thank you all for watching, and I hope to see you all next time.